There's some family patterns you don't want, but there's some you absolutely do. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Alemi from Yeyeo Botanica. Welcome back. So great to see you all. Thank you for sharing us and coming back. And if this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, we're www.yeyeo, and we're a spiritual and wellness supplier, which is why I do videos about all things spiritual, and I'm Alemi. I want to shout out all my people from San Diego, California. Woohoo! Welcome. So today I thought we could talk a little bit about all these wonderful gifts you all have, and you haven't given credit to those ancestors. So today we're going to talk about the generational and family patterns that you have that are thumbs up. So let's get started. So today I thought we could talk a little bit about all those family patterns, generational patterns that are really, really positive. I think sometimes we spend way too much energy and time talking about generational curses and the negative stuff that happens as a result of family members and lineage, and not give enough credit to all the positivity and all the blessings that our ancestors bring for us and that have kind of paved the way for the current life that we're living. And so we're going to talk about that today, because you all know I love to talk about the ancestors because we all have them. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the different types of gifts that we receive through our lineage that we need to really look at, give reverence to, and see how we can enhance. And one of them is the sense of discovery, right? We have ancestors. Some people come from areas where they were nomads. So we have the nomadic people. Some of the gypsies, the European gypsies, are known for being nomads, moving around in different areas. We have different types of nomads in Africa, all different ancestors that moved around. And so, but they moved around with a big community. They didn't really move around by themselves. And so there's some of you who say, oh, I just have this gypsy spirit, Alemi. I'm just always wanting to move. So that's really good. But you also have to find ways to ground yourself while having that energy, that vibration of curiosity, of discovery, of opportunity, right? So we may not put the opportunity under discovery, but we do have ancestors who were just like, they knew how to make it happen. Right? We hear about different relatives that lived in different places. Oh, Uncle Joe, you know, he had a speakeasy, he had this, he had that, he did this. So we look up to these people who have all these, this ashe, we call it, the vibration, this energy of this divine energy of being able to do things. So discovery is one of them. The other one is kind of this instinct that kind of falls with discovery, but it's more from a deep intuition, a deep sense of knowing, and oftentimes that is passed through sacred wisdom from other ancestors, kind of like poking, right? So we're going to talk a little bit more about spiritual gifts in another video, but if you want me to talk about spiritual gifts my way, definitely comment below. The arts, right? We know that people who are gifted with being in the arts, whether it be the gift of song, being able to sing, the gift of art, being able to do physical art, the art of cooking, the art of dancing, the art of acting, the art of speaking. I mean, we could be here all day, right? So these are wonderful gifts that are handed down from the ancestors that we see express itself in people who have passed on. Also, this sense of family, right? There's some people who come from really big families. They're always doing something as a family. Siblings that do things together, work together, have businesses together, have projects together, travel together. That is something that is so wonderful and so beautiful with families, seeing how people come together and are able to support each other. Why? Because the converse of that, people will say, oh, you know, in our family, nobody ever gets along and they never get together and all of them are doing this and it's negative, or they're doing that it's negative. So looking at this from a positive aspect, the sense of family, people getting together, people pulling together, doesn't matter what's going on, we're all showing up, right? We're showing up and showing out for that particular family member, even supporting around a new child. And so on the subject of children, I just want to say that one of the gifts that is just so wonderful, so delicious, is the gift of Ibeji, the gift of twins. In the Yoruba faith, as just a side note, the Yoruba people have the most iterations of twin births of any other culture in the world. And that is an ashe. That is absolutely a gift, a divine gift to these people, right? And so I know quite a few people, especially two of them. One of them in particular is a godchild of mine whose parents are twins, who they have twins, who they have relatives and siblings that are twins. Then I have another godchild whose their parents are twins, right? And they have twins within their family. So this idea of having a multiplicity of children, or having this idea of family growth, that also is a lineage or a family pattern that is passed down that I think we all would benefit from. The other is intelligence. This idea of being intelligent, using your smarts, if you will. Sometimes we see in certain families, everybody goes to school or no one goes to school, right? All these different ways, but we're speaking about the positive aspects. We see people with expanding their education, maybe having a certain trade. All these people have different trades. We see it sometimes in police families or families in law enforcement, where a lot of different family members are in law enforcement or in the medical field, or are doing something that is in the same conversation as a discipline. We see this so often in people who maybe have real estate, and then their children do the same, and so on and so forth. I just wanted to kind of give like a little tidbit. We see this even in talent. Like Tony Robbins is an example. He is an international motivational speaker, and so is his son, Jarek Robinson. We see this with the ball players and in the athletic world, such as Del Curry, right? Both of his sons, Steph Curry and Seth Curry, are both basketball players. And thank you so much for that suggestion to add it to the video. So we see this in so many ways, and we don't give enough credit to the positive. We're just so like bogged down by the negative. And so I give all of you this motivation to look within your family, look within your lineage, and look for those positive patterns that you can use to uplift and overthrow the negative. So I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely comment below for the video on spiritual gifts that you want to enhance and to recognize. And give me a thumbs up so that I can know which videos you prefer and which ones you love to hear more about. And see you next time. Ashe, ashe, ashe.